Okay, so this film or video will be for the senior member who has just joined the squadron. And I just want to touch on a few things here. Usually the first thing you'll come to is you'll get an email after you submit uh, your paperwork and your fingerprints. They get sent off to uh, headquarters in Maxwell Air Force Base, and they will do an FBI background check on you and take the application, obviously take your money, which for each state is different. North Carolina is $67 at this time. But what's going to happen is when that gets approved, they will send you this email. And the email is pretty straightforward. It basically says, get ready for an exciting experience, which it will be. And it also will give you this link for you to register. So the first step is going to be to click on that link, which will take you to this page. You put in your last name, you put in your last four of your social, your date of birth, and your email address, and then you click register. After you've done that, you will then get the next email, which will look like this right here. And this email tells you, hey, congratulations, you've successfully registered with Civil Air Patrol e-services. And e-services is where you're going to do all the stuff that you need to get done in Civil Air Patrol. And it'll give you your cap ID, your username, which you already got in the first email. But you got to click on this link in order to finish or complete the registration process. So once you do that, you also create a password and a security question for password resets. But once you click on this link, you're now registered. At that time, you can then go to Civil Air Patrol e-services and put in your information to get into e-services, which we're going to do in a second. But before I do that, I do want to go back to this previous email and touch quickly on the next link that's in this email here. So the original email that you got gave you the register link, and also below it, it gives you more information about getting started in CAP Online. So this is a new members kit, and when you click on it, it's going to take you to this page. And this new member kit, it's a welcome booklet and a PDF, and it's also a respect on display. And both of these will be used to get you spun up in your level 1 orientation. And this link also takes you to that level 1 orientation. So a couple ways to do it. This one here, when you click on level 1 orientation, it'll show you, first of all, the first ribbon that or the second ribbon you'll get actually as a senior member, which is your level 1 ribbon. There's other resources here, a regulation, some information on specialty tracks, which is the job that you'll be working as or jobs, plural, you'll be working as a senior member. So at this point, the easiest way to get to where you're going to start your training material for level 1 is this link, which is further down in the email, and it's this one, you know it's the right one because it says level 1 orientation. So if you click on this third link right here, it will take you to this page, which happens to be the exact same one that you were already at when you clicked on the second link, and that second link took you here, and then all I did was go to the left here to orientation, and it takes you to the same exact page. So what you'll want to do from this point is click on the level 1 orientation link right here underneath the picture, and of course it's going to ask you to sign in. So you click the second link and you went to orientation, or you can click the third link, which will take you directly to this page. But keep that email that you got, the original email, just so you have those links to access what you want. Or you can favorite it, obviously, by adding it to your favorites. But at any rate, click on the level 1 orientation link, and it's going to ask you to sign in. So you'll sign in, and then you may have to click on the link again once you're signed in. But this is where you start. This is where everything with Civil Air Patrol begins, is with this page right here. So level 1 orientation, starting your journey, that's what you're looking for. You're going to select that, and it'll take you to this page. It gives you the outline of the course introduction requirements, tells you what you need to pass or achieve your level 1 level. And there's 5 things. So, read the content, agree to non-discrimination policy, pass the comprehensive exam, conduct a summary conversation, and then complete the survey. After you're done those 5 things, your level 1 is complete. 6 months later, you're then eligible for promotion as a second lieutenant in the Civil Air Patrol. So with all that said, usually a course item will have a green arrow next to it, are required to be completed. The green check mark will appear when they are completed. So you can see there are none of those on here. These are all red arrows saying, hey, you need to do this. So the key here is you got to read the material, especially if you've never been in the military. It's a lot to take in, but it's not an insurmountable objective to achieve. So I would start with the beginning, and it says introduction. Below is the complete level 1 orientation guide, containing both the student readings and the instructor guide. The instructor guide will be used by your commander when he does his course that he needs to do, which is just a simple briefing to you, explaining certain things that you've already read in here. So when you click on that, I'm going to close it and start that again. When you click on this here, it'll bring you to this page, which in turn is where you will click on download file. So you click on that, and it's going to pull up a PDF, and the PDF will load and suggest you save it to your desktop, somewhere where you can get at it quickly. The context or the matter inside your level 1 journey is outlined on the left, obviously, and it goes over the introduction, who we are today, gives you some background information, core values, cadet protection basic course, and there's an advanced course later on that you can get into. You'll find it as you search around, but you got to do the basic course, you got to do the equal opportunities and non-discrimination, and you got to do the safety. And once you're done all these, you'll come to the end and it'll say what's next. So in short, if I just go down the line here, it's not that long, not that much information that you're going to have to read and comprehend. The tests are open book. So if you get to a point where you get to the test and you don't remember what the answer is, you can go back to this PDF, and the secret is if you do a Control F, you'll see this box pull up, and this is a search box for this entire document. So let's say you want to look up something concerning, let's say, safety, and something in the question talks to safety. Well, you can type that in and hit next. It's going to search the document. And it'll bring up every time the word safety is used in the document. So continuing down, you'll come to the point where you get to the level 1 instructor course guide introduction, or level 1 orientation course instructor guide and introduction. You can stop there. You don't need to go past page 49. This is where you'll get the quick course and a discussion concerning what you studied in lesson 1. And it's the commander's responsibility to ensure that that gets done, and it has to be signed off, which once he signs that or she signs off that that has been done, at that point you will be complete for your level 1, being totally complete. So again, when you hit 49, page 49, don't keep going and redo this below page 49, because you're just really going to get back into what you already talked about up above. From 49 on is simply just a discussion between you and the commander. All right, so level 1 at that point is when you get that done, you'll have a test as well, a written test, and it says here what is next. So talks about what you should be doing now that you finished or almost finished the course, and the ribbon that you'll be awarded when you get your first rating, which is the technician rating. And then here are some specialty tracks that you could be interested in. And then you discuss that with your mentor, and they will work with you until you complete the requirements for level 1. And anytime you have any questions, as usual, you will talk to your mentor and ask them whatever question it is that you have. So when you go back to the original page that you clicked on to get to that PDF, these are the individual lessons that you need to do. So this is, again, the files of what the main book that I just showed you, but this is broken down into each category. So it's redundant. It's the same exact thing, except for it's in individual sections rather than the entire thing. So if you want to do little bites, you could do it that way. Okay, so as you can see, this was already started, and we go back to this page again, and then you'll see here level 1 orientation requirements. So after you've read all these parts, then you will first agree to the Equal Opportunity Non-Discrimination Agreement. That'll be part of the quiz, and it's right here. So when you click on that, there's one question. If you agree to it, you click here and you're done. That's it. There's nothing else to that. And the non-discrimination agreement was mentioned in the lesson plans up here. Okay, right here. So you feel like you need to go back and reread it before you click on it and agree to it, then just click here or go to the entire student material and do it that way. Then the next thing and final thing will be, outside of the commander's briefing to you, will be a 35 question, no time limit test on what you have studied in the entirety of that PDF that we opened up earlier. This one here. So 49 pages, not a lot. There's some pictures in there and whatnot, but very informative. Teaches you the ranks, as you can see here, and what's going on. But by the time you're done, you should be pretty well versed in understanding what is expected of you next. And after you take the test and submit it, I will tell you at the bottom of, this is what gets a lot of people, but when you start the test, all the way at the bottom, there's going to be a submit. So when you get all the way down through the 35 questions at the bottom, there's a button down there, I think it says submit. If you don't hit that, this arrow will not turn green. It won't be a green check mark saying you've completed it. It'll continue to show that you haven't completed. And that may be why. So if you don't see that turn green when you refresh this page, go back to it, go to the bottom of the quiz, and make sure that you've hit submit, and then it should green it up. You also got to do the level 1 orientation survey, which is a quick file that you can take a look at and just basically tell them what you thought of the course. So that's it. That concludes what you should do in the beginning and how to get your level 1 completed, which is really important that you do as soon as you can. Thanks. Like the video if you would, and subscribe. We'll see you later.